great to hear from you, Saniia. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here with you all today. My name is Mayyadah Zagelow, and I use she, her pronouns. I'm a sophomore in college from Seattle, Washington. I am also the 2021 National 4-H Youth in Action Healthy Living Pillar winner, sponsored by Allstate. I began participating in 4-H in middle school. I had been bullied by those who I'd called my best friends and was searching for a safe community of people. I started off participating in cooking and sewing, but as I got older, I was more interested in citizenship and leadership, especially supporting LGBTQ+ youth in 4-H. In 2019, I heard about the Cheerleaders and Equity Institute and decided to apply so that I could continue to work on equity issues relating to creating spaces for LGBTQ+ youth in 4-H and connect with other 4-Hers around the country that were passionate about equity. During the Institute, I attended workshops, prepared a presentation, and heard from engaging speakers. But the most impactful part was having the opportunity to brainstorm with 4-Hers and extension agents from many different states who were aware of the importance of creating a more equitable 4-H program, just like Saniia here. This institute allowed us to discuss shared experiences, and we left knowing we had a large support system all across the nation. Following the Cheerleaders and Equity Institute, I was empowered to continue to advocate for LGBTQ+ youth in my community, and I utilized the experiences, skills, and knowledge I gained from the Institute to help me grow my work. Throughout the year following the Institute, continuing education and programming, including guest speakers, were very valuable as I worked on my project. The facilitators hosted regular check-ins and were amazing mentors to me as I continued my work. During the monthly meetings, they helped me to navigate challenges and provided information such as how to obtain funding and deepen our personal growth through activities like journaling. The facilitators provided many different resources that I still rely on today. One resource that was shared early on was the Youth Activist Toolkit, which outlined how to make social change in our communities around issues you care about. I, alongside other 4-H youth, used this curriculum to create an entire retreat focused on creating social change, and we invited youth around the nation to participate in this retreat. As a result of my experience and training at the Cheerleaders and Equity Institute, my work, which started as a grassroots youth movement, has grown to a statewide teen equity and inclusion task force, as I and fellow 4-H members have connected with other youth interested in increasing support for LGBTQ+ members. Much of our work focuses on researching best practices for creating a more equitable youth organization, and then reaching out to our community, providing educational opportunities. We facilitate dialogue with adults and youth alike around issues of access and opportunity in 4-H. We also work to create an accepting, diverse group of people within our task force. By validating, recognizing, and respecting the identities of LGBTQ+ youth, our task force creates an accepting space that allows youth to share comfortably and feel safe telling their own stories. We work to foster a brave space where we engage in difficult dialogues and truly listen to the diverse experiences shared. These interactions may seem small at the time, but they can make a world of difference. One of the most impactful experiences from this work is when I presented a workshop in DC at the National 4-H Healthy Living Summit. At the end of the workshop, we opened up the room to questions, and the response was incredible. Youth from different states all over the country opened up and shared their personal stories and the struggles they were facing. One youth shared with the group that they were afraid to come out at home and in their town because they thought they would be kicked out and end up homeless. Youth spoke about being scared to come out because of the social implications and bullying that may ensue. It was such a natural conversation, and it was remarkable to see people who had never met each other before open up and share some of the most vulnerable parts of themselves. For me, my experiences through the Cheerleaders and Equity program have allowed me to grow in my confidence and speak up for issues that are important to me. As I look forward, I have many hopes for the future of 4-H. One of the things that I would love to see is more representation in both youth and adults in the 4-H club program, with more adult leaders that are queer and people of color involved and supporting youth. It is so wonderful how many diverse people are involved already, but I would like to see that grow in the coming years. I would also love to see 4-H continue this equity work by providing pronoun stickers for youth at events, grooming youth according to gender, not sex assigned at birth, and making sure that dress codes are inclusive and do not target women and gender diverse youth. The True Leaders in Equity Institute gave me the chance to find a network of 4-Hers and leaders that have supported me throughout all of my endeavors, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share my work with you all today. Thank you.
Thank you, Saniia and Mayyadah. And if anyone has any questions for us. Oh, and then my dog barked, I'm sorry. No questions? Okay.
This is Kristen, and I'm curious how other organizations can support the really amazing work that you're doing. I think we clearly have a lot to learn from the work that you're doing through the Institute, the amazing leadership that your youth are providing in these spaces. I love when we get to learn from youth. It's one of my